Battery, battery, battery. Okay. Now we reviewed some of the words that are used in this thing, corkscrew and wine and things of that nature, but let's see if we can get through this. Each one of us will get a chance to read the material on the board, but I'll read it first for you. My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot, red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass. My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot, red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass. Give it a try.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot, a red wine. We placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into the glass.
Into my
glass.
Very good. Now here's an interesting point. So you always remember this when you go to a restaurant in New York City or San Francisco or Honolulu or Pongo. You'll always remember a bottle of Mer. It's a French word. It's not English. It's French. Merlot. Some people want to say Merlot. Always remember that if you want a glass of red wine in a restaurant, don't say a glass of Merlot. Say a glass of Merlot. As if there were no tea. It's a French wine, basically. So it's Merlot, not Merlot. Go ahead. What?
Exciting.
Relax, take it easy.
My friends and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon later on with a bottle of Merlot.
Very good.
A red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opens the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good. Poured. It's like it's pouring rain. I poured the wine into the glass. It's pouring. Is it raining? Yes, it's pouring. Oh, wow.
Teacher, I wonder why you use a capital letter in many,
Where, what?
such as.
Oh, don't worry about capital letters. I forget that. If it's a capital, I'll tell you. Because sometimes I just write backwards.
Maybe it's so beautiful.
Well, it's not really a capital letter, it's a big letter. Anyway, waiter. In other words, the person is waiting for your instruction, Please bring me a bottle of red wine. Yes, sir. And the waiter then goes and gets the thing. Wait. Merlot. Bottle. Requested. Asked for in a polite way. May I have a bottle of red wine? He requested. I don't demand it. I request. Request. Go ahead.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot, a red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine in my glass.
Right. And using a corkscrew, opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass. Okay, go ahead.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with the bottle of Merlot, the red wine. We placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass.
Very good. And using a corkscrew, opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass. Go ahead.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter applied, we request a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot. A red wine. He put a bottle on the table and using corkscrew. Open the bottle and pour some of the wine into my glass.
Right, into my glass.
Yes.
Poured. Okay, Mr. Rick.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter applied we get a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot, red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass.
Right. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot. Everybody seems to have that word right, Merlot. Now, a red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew, opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass. Go ahead, sir.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we request a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon the rest returned with a bottle of Merlot, a red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass.
Yeah, very good. When the waiter approached, remember, ED approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass. Go ahead.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of a red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass.
Right, very good. A bottle of Merlot, a red, not lead, red. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass. Okay.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot, a red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass.
Very good. Very good, Mr. Jackson.
Thank you.
And I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. Go ahead.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot, a red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass.
Very good. Very good. Soon returned with a bottle of Merlot, a red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew, you know, like fork, but not work. That's the difference. Fork, cork, work changes just by the word. You would think it could be fork, cork, and work. Not quite. Fork, cork, work. Little change there. But fork and cork, almost the same pronunciation. A cork screw. Opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass. Go ahead.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot, a red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using the corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of wine in my glass. Into my glass.
Merlot. It's almost as if there were no tea. Merlot.
No tea.
Everybody wants to say, oh, Merlot. I'll have a glass of Merlot. Ooh, the waiter would go, ooh. Go ahead.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, he requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot and red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass.
Yeah, very good. You place the bottle on the table and using a cork screw, open the bottle and pour some of the wine into my glass. Go ahead.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we request a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot, a red wine. We placed the waiter on the table and using a corkscrew opened and the bottom and poured some the wine into my glass.
Right, and poured some of the wine into my glass. Bottle. Bottle. It's almost like bottle. Bottle. Open the bottle. Go ahead.
My friend and I went to a restaurant in New York City. When the waiter approached, we requested a bottle of red wine. The waiter left and soon returned with a bottle of Merlot, a red wine. He placed the bottle on the table and using a corkscrew opened the bottle and poured some of the wine into my glass.
Very good. Very good. Merlot. A glass of Merlot. A glass of Amontillado. Notice I didn't give you that word, that's too long. Glass of Merlot, red wine. He placed the bottle on the table using a corkscrew, opened and poured, approached, requested. Some people want to say approach it did. Approach it did. No, approach. Approach did. It's I am about to approach. Yesterday I approached this. It's not approach it. It's not like approach Ed or request Ed. Request just a little bit of the did. You don't have to say he requested Ed did. No. You don't have to say he approached it did. No. Approach. Just a light. Doesn't have to be a big loud. It just has to be enough that the person listening to you knows that it's in the past. It's not right now. I am approaching. I will approach. I approached. Yesterday. I approached. I am approaching. I will approach. Approach. But not approach Ed. Not request Ed. It just has to be a little bit. Request. Approach. Some people want to make a big deal about the EV. Well, you just have to make a little deal about it. Approach. Not approach Ed. Any questions about the words? The pronunciations? Remember, poured, bottle of Merlot, place, return, approach, waiter, New York City. Anybody been there? Anybody been to New York? I was there a couple weeks ago. Great place. It's almost like Hong Kong. Or Hong Kong's almost like New York, one or the other. Bottle of red wine. The waiter soon returned the bottle of Merlot. If you say that correctly, the waiter in New York will say, "Oh, you must be from Bangkok." Why, Teacher James was out there just the other day teaching people how to say Merlot and not Merlot. Waiter will be quite impressed. Any questions? Fork? Fork? Work? Changes. Fork? What is a fork? A fork.
What is a fork?
A fork?
What's the meaning?ไม่รู้แต่ว่าอ๋อตัวนี้
A fork?
Fork and spoon.
Okay.
Fork and spoon, right?
Well, a spoon and a fork are two different things. This would be like a spoon. Yeah. And there's your fork. Yeah. Fork. But what is a fork in the road? A fork in the road.
That's an idiom.
A fork, in, well, it's not an idiom exactly, it's a fork in the road. What is a fork in the road? Well, the road is the road, the street. A fork, if this is the road, R-O-A-D, road, I reached a fork in the road. Which way should I go? I think I'll go to Bangkok.
Junction.
Fork. Fork, the road splits. You're going down the road and suddenly to the left and to the right. Which way do I go? I reached the fork in the road. Did I take the right one or the wrong one? Any questions about that? Any questions about what's on the board? Pronunciation, particularly, pay attention to the pronunciation. Waiter, Merlot, placed, requested, approached,
Restaurant.
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 That's right, restaurant. What?
Cork. C-O-R-K.
Yeah. A piece of cork. Cork. Ah, there it is. Cork. The screw is the thing that turn, and the cork pops out. Okay, all right, that's it. No questions? Take a fork in the road. Which way should I go, right or left?